analysis video on Bitcoin and the rest of the market. Well, yeah, as you can see, we were trading around. We went past 100k again, past few days this month. Highest being around that 104, 105. Went to 105. And we're going back down as expected, temporarily. Past few times I've gone to these higher time frame point of interest around this area. We've tried breaking through. There's been wicks trying to break through, but ultimately we've come back down to this area. Used it as strong support. Tried to go back up. Didn't work again. Gone back down even further. I feel like, and then obviously went back up again. This time, it did look a bit weaker than the last two times. It was a bit weaker, but I'm not sure. I mean, as you can see today, we have got some news going on. Very volatile day. I don't know. You know what news is like in the crypto market, man. This could be the trigger to make it either try push through or I don't know. But I highly doubt it. I see some mean reversion going on today again from Bitcoin. I see we go back down to at least around this area. Back to these point of interest here. We go back down here at least. And then we can see what happens from there. Maybe push back up again and then finally try to break through this heavy area of resistance. Let's check. But yeah. Nothing much else to really say, to be honest. Let me go down on the lower time frames for a second. Let me see what things are saying. Yeah. I don't know. Interesting stuff. I don't know. That's just Bitcoin anyway. ETH, same thing. Yeah. Nothing much else to say, really. Other than, I've just woken up. But, yeah, we'll see how the market goes with news. Especially on days like this where it's just full of red and orange folders. The market just turns very, very volatile. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw crazy things. I may just sit on my hands today. Took a few trades yesterday. I took some L's. I took 1 W and 2 L's. The L's was on ETH. And that was just my stop loss placement. It wasn't like that. It was, that was the case. It was literally just like that. That was it. And when I look back at it, to be fair, I could have entered in higher. I definitely could have entered in at that. It was a 15-minute fair value gap. That price literally kept on testing. Look here, I could have entered in there, and then my stop loss would have been, I don't know, it's probably, my stop loss probably would have been somewhere around here if I entered. Yeah, I don't know, but to be fair, we were in a downtrend. on the 15 anyway. We're in a constant downtrend. This did kind of break, so I don't know. Maybe if I could look on a higher time frame. To be fair, yeah, it is still on the higher time frames. It is still a lower low. I mean, a lower high. Sorry, it is still a lower high. So that is where that is my fault. The higher there's plenty higher time frame point of interest right here that I should have been watching out for. Literally a nice, literally, bam, bam. It literally went and tested that fair value gap right there, and then went down. So yeah, that was where I was at fault. I could have entered from at least this. I could have entered from at least this fair value gap, and then put my stops above this one here, or something like that. And then yeah, but I don't know. I think I was just too busy looking at the 15. I was looking at the lower time frames, not looking at the higher time frames. You live and you learn. But yeah, what else did I take it along? And this other one, I was just, to be honest, the other one. I don't even know. Yeah, this one. The stop loss placement on this one. To be fair, it's even confusing me looking at it. I'm even getting confused looking at why I placed my stop loss where I placed it, but I don't know. To be fair, I think at that point I was just trying to rush in trades. Where's the last one? Where's the W? And then yeah, this one. This one again. To be fair, I was lucky that it just went straight down because there's many POIs here that could have gone back up and stopped me out and then come back down. But I targeted these lows and it just went straight there. 1 to 4.5 RR. Yeah. But anywho, that's that. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you get on my new TikTok and everything. And yeah.